pops ready is to put about a tablespoon worth of our buttercream into them. And we're going to start mixing them up. So all we do to mix them up is just combine the crumbs with the buttercream. Peyton and I are crossing paths here. So Peyton, how do you know like when there's enough icing?
The consistency should be like Play-Doh.
So you can either add more icing if it's a little bit too dry, and if you've got too much icing in, unfortunately you would have to add more cake crumbs. So this one right here, you can see it's kind of still too crumbly, so we might want to add just a little bit more buttercream to that one. There we go. So we're going to mix the rest of them up, and I'll be back to show you what they should all kind of feel like. So we combine the cake crumbs with the buttercream, and they're all nice and like malleable right now, so we can make them into cake balls. Now what we're going to do is just take a little pinch from each color, just grab it like totally randomly, or if you have a better system than I do, you can tell us about that. Mine's chaotic. There, I'll let you grab your stuff. So I'm just trying to form this into a ball now, out of Peyton's way. And the size of your cake ball is going to depend on what size that you ended up being able to find the ice cream cone for. So like I showed you these mini tiny ones, this will probably be perfect for the cake, for this size of a cake ball. But if you've only been able to find a really large ice cream cone, you can make a larger cake ball too, that's no problem. So we're just going to form them into a ball, put them over here on our parchment-lined baking tray, and then we're going to roll them all up, and then we're going to put them into the freezer and let them set for about 5 minutes.
Okay, for this step, what we're going to do is we're going to take the cones, and we're going to dip it into the prepared melted chocolate. And then you're going to want to take your ball you set in the freezer and just place it on top.
Just like that, perfect. So what we're going to do now that we've got our cones and our pops attached here, we're going to put the whole thing into the freezer, because what that's going to do is solidify the chocolate again, which will attach to the cone and to the cake pop itself. So we're going to pop it back in the freezer after we've got the rest of them done, and then we'll be back. Once the chocolate has hardened to help the cake ball stick to the ice cream cone, I'm just going to dip it into my melted chocolate, and I'm making sure to go back to that melted chocolate line from before. And I'm just going to let a little bit of the excess here hang off, and I'm going to turn it upside down, and I'm going to let them dry, just like that. So Peyton and I will get a couple more done, and I'll be back to show you how to decorate them. So to finish off our cones, once the chocolate is hardened on the outside, we're just going to dip about halfway. You don't want too much chocolate on it this time, because it's going to run down the cone, and we kind of want that effect like a real ice cream cone would have when it's dripping. And I'm going to put my sprinkles on here, just put a couple on here, and then I'm going to put my cherry on top. And I'm going to set it here to let it drip, and Peyton's going to do hers. She's putting a little bit on, letting most of it run off. And she wants to use the sprinkles, but what else could you use if you didn't have this kind of thing at home?
You could use some shredded coconut or some chopped up nuts.
Perfect. So we're going to finish these ones off, and we'll do a couple more for you, and then we'll be back to bite into one of these deliciousnesses. Okay, ready? A little awkward. Really good though. So there you have it, how to make ice cream cone cake pops. So Peyton, where do you think we could take these to give them out to everybody?
I think they'd be really cute at a baby shower or a little kid's birthday.